Hey everyone, Jennifer Chan here. It is your Monday update. I was at 49ers bonus practice today, and Christian McCaffrey was on the field. He has his window open to practice, so he is set to play on Sunday versus the Buccaneers. So he should make the trip, should go to there as long as there are no setbacks throughout the week. He looked normal. He was doing his usual routine of high steps and running and putting pressure on his Achilles. So he looked like he was doing his normal routine that we've seen as much as we've seen him practice. So he does appear to be good. He refrained from talking in the locker room because I think he wanted to get a couple practices in. It was a really short bonus practice. So generally off the bye week on a Monday, even if it's a mini bye or a regular bye, on a Monday they'll have a really, really short practice. So they do calisthenics. Trent Williams said it's one team period. So really not much practice at all. Also saw Jauan Jennings out there, Jake Moody, George Kittle. We did not see Charvarius Ward. But most of the guys were out there. I did not see Deebo Samuel on the field, but did see him in the locker room after practice. So it looks like the guys are getting healthy. Good thing about Christian McCaffrey, though, Trent Williams told me, he's like, yeah, I felt the energy. He's like, for me, him being just on the field makes a huge difference. Isaac Guerrero said they could feel the energy just with Christian McCaffrey being on the field. So it is likely that he will play on Sunday. I think it's a huge bonus for this 49ers offense that has been playing pretty decently, but it's had struggles in the red zone. And I think just Christian McCaffrey being on the field, like how it energizes the rest of the offense, it is going to change how opposing defenses have to game plan for the 49ers. So, I think they can take away certain guys when Christian McCaffrey's not on the field, but you cannot double team everybody. You cannot double team George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel and Jauan Jennings. I spoke to Jauan Jennings and he said it's not a hip pointer, it's his psoas muscle. So your psoas is from your hip to kind of your low spine. So it's a strain inside from his hip muscle to his low back. So he was on his way to San Francisco to get work done. Apparently, there's a massage therapist he likes up there that has really helped him get better. So he was back on the field. Now, again, really, really short practice. They have Tuesday off, and then it's a regular week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, light practice on Friday. So Thursday, again, is their heavy practice. Wednesday's kind of a lighter one. I will be back up in Santa Clara for those. We will have 49ers Now. We'll have the 49ers podcast. 49ers Now, Wednesday and Thursday. Definitely check out our podcast, 49ers Talk. That dropped yesterday, Sunday, and then we'll also have another one on Wednesday. So that will also contain Ask Papa. But as far as guys coming back, it looks good for the 49ers. And the second half of the season, I mean, November is a month where the 49ers under Kyle Shanahan have played really well. Jake Moody said there's a chance that he plays on Sunday. He's getting back onto the field. Interestingly, he said that medical professionals have all spoken to him and they are shocked that he is actually as good as he is. They thought it was going to be much worse watching the ankle kind of twist awkwardly underneath him as he tackled the returner. Almost everybody thought he would be out for at least 8 weeks. It's really only been a month. So it's pretty impressive that he didn't do more damage to his ankle. He joked that he was going to learn how to tackle better. No, he needs to not tackle and he needs to have the kick coverage unit tackle the guy before it's even a question of whether the returner gets put to Jake Moody or not. So, anyways, he joked that he was going to learn how to tackle. He's not going to tackle. Even Mitch Wishnowsky on that last punt return that we saw, he kind of just stood there with his arms out. He was like, go around me. So no more specialists needed to get hurt. They had 3 kickers in 3 weeks. Anders Carlson is still on the team. He was out there still doing warm-ups, I think just as a security measure in case Jake Moody doesn't feel well. I also asked him, hey, is it better that it's your kicking foot as opposed to your planting foot? And he actually said yes. He said because the pressure on the base foot to stabilize while he's swinging his kicking foot to get the ball out, there's more pressure on the stabilizing leg. So that base leg, the standing leg, the plant leg, much more important that that one is healthy as he's swinging his kicking foot. So I thought it was interesting that he said that. So we'll have another practice on Wednesday. Lots of stuff to look forward to. But Jauan Jennings, Jordan Mason, saw all of those guys out there. Charvarius Ward was not in the locker room. I'm sure he is with his family Have no idea whether he is going to be back for the game or not. The team is letting him have all the time he needs to mourn. I know we've seen it in the past, guys like Marquise Goodwin, when his family had a miscarriage, he did play. We've seen guys like Brett Favre, who lost his father, wanted to play. So the team is just going to let Charvarius Ward kind of, heal in his own way. So if he wants to play on Sunday, he can play. Sometimes for guys, it's a good thing to be around their brothers, around their teammates, have that support system and not feel alone. So it could be that Charvarius Ward does play, or it could be that he needs to spend more time with his family. We'll see what happens. We'll kind of figure out more as the week progresses. But good to see Christian McCaffrey out there, Jordan Mason, Isaac Rendo. I mean, pretty pretty deep backfield when you have all three of those guys. I not that I forgot that Elijah Mitchell went out for with a season-ending knee injury, but you forget they were without their top two guys. And the fact that Jordan Mason and Isaac Rendo have done such a good job keeping the ball moving is pretty impressive when your number three and number four backs are out there with the starting lineup. So good job for those guys. I also spoke to Jacob Cowing and I asked him about how in the world he catches the punt returns when a guy is coming at him at 100 miles per hour and, clips him or gets within inches of him. And he said he has noticed that returners are being a little bit more aggressive, like doing everything they can to get as close to him as fast as they can without touching him because I think they know what he's capable of doing now. So he has felt a little shift, a little bit more aggressive approach by, um, covering the returns. So unbelievable that he's able to do that. I watched through my binoculars and I told him, I'm like, I still, I mean, it's a talent. And I talked to Isaac Rendo, who does not do punt returns. He only does kickoff returns, even in college. He said that is a special guy, Jacob Cowing, to be able to do what he does and not muff, not drop. And, Jacob Cowing says it gets him revved up for the game. He's like, he loves the adrenaline that a return does for him. So yeah, I would not do that. Anyways, that's all I got for you for Monday update. Enjoy the Monday Night Football game and so much more coming for you this week. And then, of course, a trip to Florida for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Don't forget to subscribe. Watch 49ers now. Listen to 49ers talk. So much information and a lot of good stuff coming at you this week. All right. As also with Christian McCaffrey's practice window being opened, so is John Feliciano. But this rookie class, Dominic Puni, has done such a great job that he's going to, I don't think it's his job to lose. I don't think he's going to lose it, but John Feliciano's there just in case. And I think Dominic Puni's just going to stay in that role at right guard because why not? He's been playing really well. This rookie class is the most impressive from this Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch era that I've seen. All right, talk to you guys soon.